What is up, YouTube? My name is slogee, and I'm back for the second episode of the Stanley Parable Outcome Collector. So, today what I'm going to be doing is that I'm just going to be, going on the other end of the spectrum and completely just defying everything that the narrator tells us to do. And we'll just kind of try to explore and see if we could find, an extraordinary outcome. So let's get into it. These loading screens really starting to become my pet peeve. I think I'm just going to stop commentating on the loading screens and just start cutting them out in the video. That'll probably be beneficial. Because since this is a source engine, a common thing that happens is that the game stops responding in the middle of the loading screen and then it starts responding again. So the loading screen that's supposed to take 10 seconds usually takes around like 20 to 25. That happens in like Team Fortress 2, Counter-Strike, anything from the source engine. For right now, my frame rate's staying at a solid, so nothing's happening. Alright, yeah, now my frame rate's going. Alright, hurry up. Alright, so like I said, we're just going to be doing the opposite of what the narrator tells us to do. And we'll see what happens. And for the game, I'm just going to skip the beginning cutscene for time's sake. And I'm also just going to be
This is the story of
not necessarily paying attention to the stuff that the narrator says, because we kind of already went through that in the first episode.
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Off to the meeting room. Or not.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Left?
This
Okay.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, let's admire the employee lounge.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth
Number
the
one
detour
dad.
after all, just to spend
I
a few
hate
moments here in this
Mondays.
immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yes, I want to drink it all in, but this fucking soda machine doesn't work. Rip off.
Yes,
Note.
really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
There's always
Really
coffee
worth
mugs on the floor in this game. So weird.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yep, you wish. Little architecture
Stanley
work
was so
over
bad
here.
at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. So, it goes in motion. Wait, is there anything over here?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Oh,
I
it's gonna bring
realize
me
that
to the other
investing your
side.
trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing
Alright,
but you
so
all this time.
Alright, so let's bring us over there, but I also want to be able to
Someone
check
you've
out that
forgotten
part over there, so
Please, stop
on
trying
the
to
next
make every
episode I'll
decision by
probably
yourself.
just do the same steps
I'm
but
not
go
asking
over
for
there.
me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who the fuck is he talking about? Oh shit.
That's her, Stanley. You need...
We answering the telephone.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just
Oh,
putting
it's
the
my
fire in the
main
oven.
bitch behind the door.
Alright. Okay, there we go. Alright, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about
Your damn
Oh, shit.
Gotcha! Oh, come on.
Cruel
Did you actually
motherfucker.
think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside.
What a
Let me show you
dickhead. You
what's
just ruined my
really
whole
going
day.
on here.
I thought I was gonna see my wife in my own apartment. It's just some ugly
This
mannequin
is a very sad
bitch.
story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Alright, it's telling me to press N on my keyboard, so I'm not gonna do that. I could work with her, she's a bad bitch. I like that hair though. Alright, I guess I gotta press N.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
Alright, that just turned into a desk.
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Where's TV?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world,
What
he
the
began
hell?
to fill it with many possible paths.
My
and
wife just took a shit on the floor.
Down one path lay an enormous round room.
Clean this
with
shit up.
monitors and mind controls. And down another
Bitch
was a
just
yellow
took a
line
shit
that
in my
weaved in
apartment.
many directions. And down another was a game with a baby.
All over the
and
place.
He called it the Stanley Parable.
Fecal matter everywhere. I gotta tell my kids a story about how their mother took a shit all over their apartment floor.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
I don't want to tell my wife I love her. She took a shit everywhere. I love you, honey. Thanks for taking a shit all over
But
my
there
floor.
is no answer.
Oh, yeah,
How
she's
could there
gone.
possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same
Hey,
buttons
the
he
Monday's
always
mug is
has.
back.
Nothing has changed.
Oh, this
The
is
longer
my
he
desk with the
spends there,
sharpener
the
and
more
paper
invested
holders.
he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Alright, gotta go against the narrator.
You see?
Oh,
Can
shit.
he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see.
Alright, so we're back in our office. That's a
And I
disappointment.
tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried
Please
again,
die.
and Stanley pushed a button. And I
Okay. Another loading screen. Hey, we actually didn't stop responding there. Okay, we back at the beginning?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Well, that ending was a little... well, I wouldn't call it unexciting. It was just... I don't know. I was expecting a bit more. But...
no matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
But to say the least, it was different, and it was another ending, so... that's another outcome in the bag that I've collected. So I'm going to cut the video here. I just want to thank everybody for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. Subscribe if you're looking for more Stanley Parable content. I also have some more videos coming. So yeah, like I said, thanks for watching. This is Slogee, and I'll see you guys later.